guys, today we're going to be doing a super easy bun, and this is a good one for one of those days when your hair's not looking that great and you don't have a lot of time in the morning. And I have started just by putting this in a basic ponytail, and then I'm going to take about the top third of this ponytail and braid it. You can do any type of braid you want. I'm going to do a standard 3-strand. And then as usual, before I tie this off, I'm just going to go back through and stretch out the edges so that the braid has a thicker appearance. After you get that braid stretched out, you can go ahead and tie it off, and I'm just using a tiny clear rubber band. If you're working with hair that's really thin, you may just want to go ahead and braid the entire ponytail instead of leaving some out. But if you have left some hair out underneath, you just want to take it and twist it up and wrap it into a bun. And you really don't need to worry too much about how this is looking because it's not going to show up. You basically just want to get that hair out of the way. At this point, we are going to cheat and use some fake hair to finish this bun, and it's really not even necessary to pin this off. If you want to make sure it's not going to come undone, you might want to add a couple of bobby pins, but I usually don't. I just use this hair to wrap around it and it stays just fine. You can find these pretty much anywhere at Walmart or at Sally Beauty Supply, and we actually use it quite a bit. But what I'm going to do is just slip this right over the top of that bun. And then it's got elastic in it, so it's kind of like a ponytail holder. I'm just going to take it and wrap it just like I would an elastic one more time around that. And that should hold pretty securely. And then before you arrange this braid, you may want to just go through and kind of fluff this out a little bit, tuck ends in that need to be tucked in. And then this middle part kind of looks unnatural to me, like it's not really part of the rest of the hair. So what I usually do is just grab this, kind of pull it over the top, and then pin it in. This will just make it look like it's all part of the same bun, and people are less likely to know that it's not your real hair. So now that I have that bun looking about how I want it to, I'm going to take this braid and just wrap it around the outside. So you want this wrapped around the bun quite loose. If you pull it too tight, it's going to disappear behind the bun. So I basically have just laid that right over the top, and then I'm going to kind of pull this up and pin it into place so that it doesn't slide underneath. You're probably only going to need a couple of bobby pins, and then you want to just kind of tuck these ends underneath and add it into the rest of the bun. So here's the completed bun. Obviously, if you're running super short on time, you can skip that whole braid and just make a messy bun with it.
Happy New Year from Princess Hairstyles!